I'm back with another one. I feel a lot of things been happening lately. Weck talking about Ricky is no. I just think it's funny as fuck. What am I saying? I'm gonna just go through, watch it, and then explain the parts I want to talk about.
The veil has been lifted, and now you're all in big trouble. The streamers, that is they're in big trouble.
Okay.
I was originally going to do Instagram video reviews on here, and I was finally got everything set up to go, about to do it, and then I remembered, oh, there's lots of copy right music on there. I can't put that on there.
Who gives a fuck about copyright, bro? Hella side note, but I think that is a issue in even skate videos today. Is companies are trying to find this music that they can use rather than the music they want to use. It does feel as if they're using just more generic music that's easier to get rights to. That way they can make money off it. Because I don't think a skate video you would even make that much money off the YouTube revenue. You would make the money off the marketing you get off that. I think that's one of the cores of skateboarding, is that you should do something because it's artistic and it's cool and it's genuine, rather than something you package up to be sold to someone.
Ricky Glazer, he did a review of this, and I'll be doing a review of his review.
Sir. Yes, sir. That's my streamer right there.
You know how much I like to talk about the skate industry and all those kinds of things, what it's like to make a living as a skater? Well, I feel like we got some bad news.
And the title of this video is Professional Skateboarding is Officially Over.
Ouch.
You guys. I was perusing my Instagram and this popped up on my For You page.
Ah, yes.
This is Justin Figueroa, aka Figgy. He is a longtime professional skateboarder, household name.
So you understand what's happening?
Ooh, what?
This is a man who has a business.
Okay, well, what about the basketball players that create dealerships after their careers, like Karl Malone? Professionals getting into something else after their career, I don't think that's new. I don't think that's bad. I think that's just capitalism, because you got to keep making money, right? Yup. Ooh! Double. That looks nice. Shout out to Figgy.
Peaking right now, but
His not peaking.
I'm peaking right now.
Him being able to be marketed, he's well past that time. You know, they're not looking for middle-aged men to promote. They're weaning them out, and they're getting younger and younger people.
That's kind of what happens, right? It's like a rotating door. People come in, people come out, and you got to make room for the new generation. If you want skateboarding to progress into new heights, you need to allow the new generation and let some people fall out. That's okay. I don't even think there's anything wrong with Figgy doing another job. I think that's fine. I think a lot of people end up doing something else. You do something for so long, eventually you start branching out into other things, and you're thinking, okay, well, maybe I want to work on cars. Maybe I want to pick up a trade. Maybe I want to do something else. Maybe I'll do art. So I think that's just part of life. And I don't think this has anything to do with the industry. I think Figgy had a very successful run. Well, I don't know. Actually, I don't know any of his finances, but I think he was very monumental. Figgy now doing this doesn't mean anything. I don't think it means anything bad, any negative. I don't think the industry's falling apart because Figgy got another job. Neen doing the burgers, that's not because skateboarding's falling apart. It's because he wanted to get his fitness right, and then he found out that was another passion of his, and he still skates. I think people can make skateboarding their full-time job, and that requires a lot of work. Ricky can relate to that because Ricky's trying to make skateboarding his full-time job, and it's really hard. One thing about the skate industry is I've kind of related to the music industry, where you need a lot of representation. You need someone who's going to go to sponsors and negotiate deals for you, so that way you can get paid and you can do it full time. You wonder why someone like Yuto is sponsored by Louis Vuitton, Delta, all these random things. It's because his agent goes out and finds these sponsors and brings them to him, or the sponsors come to him. Most of the time, it's their agent going out and getting these sponsors for them. Same with Nyjah doing Call of Duty. That's what you have to do skateboarding full time. I don't know why that concept is so complicated to some people.
That's cool. Like, hell yeah, that's sick. But, man, like, he's a top pro, you know? Like, you wouldn't have to create a business doing something like
You would.
I mean, to what Ricky's saying, why would you think skateboarding would be a longevity type career? To be honest, Figgy entering the trades is probably a smarter idea than trying to make skateboarding his career.
doing something like
You would wish. We all wish that we could just play skateboards forever and be millionaires and have a beautiful, lovely life just playing skateboards and getting paid vast amount of money to do so.
Yeah, I mean, in a perfect world, yeah, that would be what would be happening. That would be dope. Are you kidding me? That sounds amazing. But that's obviously not what the reality is.
It's like, damn, I really wish that the
But
top.
I also don't think that's what Ricky is saying either. I do think Ricky might have a skewed idea of what it means to have a career in professional skateboarding.
Even make enough that they could have like some kind of like retirement plan. But now, like, the reality that we live in right now
Retirement
is
plan.
top pro while they are currently active. It's like they literally have to do stuff like this.
Yeah, they literally do.
And like it surprised me to see this.
See, what Ricky's explaining right there is, yeah, they should have a retirement plan. But in America, people don't know this information. This is information you have to learn. And a lot of times, pro skateboarders don't know what to do with their money until it's too late. When you're a pro skateboarder, you should be thinking about how you're putting money away. So that way, when your career starts to fade out, you still have money and you can retire and still live off of that.
Especially, I would see this from like a middling pro or whatever, but from like a really top pro, it's like, damn. But anyway, it looks like
All right. What are you talking about? At some point, because what was his next move from here? If he wasn't going to make money from actually skateboarding, what's his next move?
YouTube. That's what Ricky's gonna say. Is YouTube. You should just start making YouTube videos.
Take some really corny non-skateboarding sponsors.
Yes, you should. If you want to make money in skateboarding, you might have to sell your soul a little bit.
That's one thing you could do.
But that's the thing, okay? That's what separates the things within skateboarding, okay? You can make money in skateboarding, but you might just have to sell your soul a little bit. Now, I just do skateboarding because I love it. I don't need to make money off of it. I just love it. Maybe I would rather do stuff that I like, and if other people like it, they like it, and that makes me feel good. I would rather do that, and then eventually, if that makes money, that would be cool as fuck, but there's no guarantee on that. But just doing something because I like it and I have passion for it, that feels amazing. That changes when you start having to make it into a job, and now you need to do it in order to make money. When you start doing that, yeah, you sell your soul a little bit.
this isn't
Beautiful.
parody. No, sadly,
This is not parody. Sadly,
this is real life.
this is
Yeah,
real.
okay, Ricky, that's not a good look. Put some respect on Figgy.
Sadly, this is real life. This is not parody. Yeah, Ricky, he learned how to do this as a joke.
You got
I don't think that's not what Ricky's saying at all.
to do if you want to become a top pro in skating is basically do everything else and skate for part-time hobby. Get Thrasher covers for part-time hobby.
Who said that skateboarding needs to be a lucrative career choice? Who said that to you? Tony Hawk?
I don't see why it can't be. I think that's what Ricky's saying. Who said it can be? The American dream says that you can follow your dreams.
This disrespect that
I don't think it's disrespect though.
not only comes from Ricky, but from so many folks. Disrespect to just working with your hands.
Okay. I can see Clearly now my lenses have been cleared. Like I can see why Weck is taking so much offense to this now, because he thinks Ricky is looking down on that. Shit, I just realized I'm in the fucking way, dude.
And he wants a career that is more certain than being a professional skateboarder, where not only could you just get injured and you're done, you could say the wrong thing and be done now.
Careful if you're racist on Maine. I think Weck thinks Ricky looks down upon all this, but I don't think that at all. I think probably wondering the security of his job and maybe if he should be thinking about the future in his career. Because for Ricky, you obviously don't want to hear pro skateboarders have to have other jobs, right? Because Ricky doesn't want to do another job. He just wants to skate.
On top, but all we have is this small business.
Okay, it looks good though.
It does look good, and that's why they do it.
No,
If you
no,
have-
no. He's good at it, right? But he does it because he needs a check, because he lives in America. Right? There is no other option. The only other option is being broke.
But if the drain was broken, he would call his landlord, and the guy would come fix it. So this is...
Yeah, if you're fucking renting, why would I fix it? He fucking paying him to fix it, right? I don't think Ricky thinks he's above the trades. I think Ricky just really wants to be a skateboarder that gets paid for that.
But yeah, I don't know.
We know you don't know.
To me, it's like, yeah.
It's over.
We used
Hold
to have
on.
pros.
Wheel that back.
Like, honestly, it's like, yeah, we used to have pros, but now we don't anymore.
We used to have pros, now we don't. Ricky, we still have pros. That has not changed. We still have pros.
To me, this is like a milestone in skating.
Why?
That is saying, like, yeah, it's done.
Dude, why can't you understand that Justin Figueroa is like damn near 40, dude? Like the way you're speaking about this is it's like a 20-year-old kid who just went pro for Plan B and he has this business. What are you talking about? Skateboarding is over because Justin Figueroa has a business that's not skateboarding.
I'm gonna have to D-ball with fucking Weck, Ricky. What are you saying? Because I don't think this is negative. Like, this is an accomplishment. Figgy's a business owner. This is not an L. This is a W for Figgy. Because he can still skate. Skateboarding has not stopped for Figgy. I hope, right? I would hope that it has not. I don't think this is a sign that everything in skateboarding is falling apart. If Figgy's almost 40, then yeah, it's time for the new blood. We have 16-year-olds coming in, 20-year-olds that are coming in, that it's kind of their turn to show us what they got. This is perfectly normal. And I think it's just the cycle. And when you're making money, your retirement's just kind of at the back of your head. It should be something you're thinking about.
Breaks your heart a little bit, but hey, I wish him all the best.
Breaks your heart. It only breaks my heart if Figgy's not happy.
Can you learn from this? Have a skill. Work on a skill.
Work on it.
That you can make a smooth transition to.
It's not if your skateboarding career ends, it's more when it ends. It always has a time limit on it. And like Weck is saying, is you should have a trade you can go into, a degree you can go into, or invest your money so that way you can have investments that take care of you. There are things you can do to solidify a retirement. It's just how you utilize your money and advantages and opportunities. So I agree with Weck, is you should think about stuff like that.
That's how it works. You're hurt, you tore your ACL, bye. We'll just get another kid.
Yeah, there's nothing that protects you. Your contracts barely do anything. There's a lot of things that contribute to this.
You don't want to promo what we tell you to? You don't agree with that? You're off the team. Bye.
Yeah, why?
We'll get
because your contract doesn't protect you. You don't have workers' rights. I have HR I can go to. In skateboarding, who do you go to? Tom Asta, when Soltec strong-armed him into signing a contract where it relieved them of their debt to him, well, who was there to protect him, right? Who was there saying, hey, hold up. You're making him sign things that are not in his best interest to protect your interest, and that's not right. There's nothing there to protect skateboarders from shit like that. You kind of have to be on your toes and know things like that. And these are things you're not going to know unless you're in the world of business unless you know about business.
Are you making a living off skateboarding?
Ouch!
But yeah, I wish Figgy all the best. I'm not trying to like disrespect him or his business. I think it's really cool what he's doing, but it did kind of bum me out from like a bigger picture point of view. You know, I hate
The bigger picture. The bigger picture is you grow up, become a man.
The bigger picture is you just give in to capitalism. You say, yeah, I have to make money or I fucking starve.
boom. Big gap in.
What? Shout out to Weck. He does have some points, right? It makes you think. You need people to make you think, to make you ponder, make you kind of reevaluate what you're thinking. And I appreciate Ricky because Ricky comes from Australia. So a lot of times when he says something, it just comes out of left field. But I appreciate that.